Welcome to lecture 12. In this lecture I am going to explain about types of firing or induration units which are used for hardening the green pellets. About the green pellets production process I discussed in the last lecture. In this lecture I am going to explain about induration process of green pellets process. How does this particular things occurs? What are the instruments we use? We use one of them called shaft firing unit, shaft type furnace, and another thing is traveling grate, in which the grate is arranged there way. Next, rotary kiln arranged, which travels, which moves from the inside to entry to exit of hardened pellets. And this particular two of them is which one is better. Rather than technical aspects, economics point of view, it is been observed economically this shaft firing unit is more feasible, very less economics, less costly process. Now let me explain the shaft kiln process. The dimensions of shafts is 4 into 2 into 20 meter cube. The temperature maintained is 900 to 300 degrees Celsius temperature, this particular main shaft. And these are the two sides. We use coke as a fuel and subjected to the air burner so that it burns, it combusts and it supplies the heat, and it reaches to the around 900 to 1300 degrees Celsius temperature within this particular shaft after a time t. And two of them are used, either two sides for the shaft, and from the top you feed green pellets. After disc or drum pelletization process you will be getting the green pellets. Those are charged from the top, and these particular green pellets are using a grate kind of chunk or crusher which rotates, which has chunk breakers, rotates, and the gases which evolves in the shaft goes out, directly goes to the atmosphere, or you can choose it to the gas cleaning plant. And from this particular crusher you will be getting the uniform hardened pellets. Those particular pellets are taken into the two form of stacks, in which you will be taking into this particular hardened pellets, and these things will fall into these two shafts which stacks over one over another, and you will be cooling it. After cooling you will take out, so which we will call it as a hardened pellets. And this is also same thing, counter flow cooler and cooling air and counter flow cooling shafts. Finally you will be getting the hardened pellets. The production capacity of this particular shaft kiln is 1000 to 12 tons. It varies. Now coming to the second process, traveling grate kiln process. Initially for making green pellets you use the combination of iron ore, ultra fine iron ore, fine limestone, fine bentonite. While you mix you need to dry it, and you will be grinding it to for the purpose of mixing, and you add the water making into the slurry, and you feed into the disc or drum type pelletizer, and finally you will be getting the uniform size of green pellets. Those are feed into this rotary kiln. This is a rotary kiln. This is the initially green pellets production process. These green pellets are feeded into this entry level, which has very low temperature. It is subjected to preheating process. After preheating it moves to this is a grate, kind of a gate. It looks like a gate, and it has two sections side by side, and this side it will be having the lower temperature zone, and the other side it is higher temperature zone. It varies in the temperature. Initially it is preheated in this zone and in this particular chamber, and it is been moved to the next chamber. Finally it is been moved to the constant maintaining rotary kiln. It rotates, and from the exit side you use another burner, so that you will be achieving the 1300 degrees Celsius temperature, higher temperature in this particular kiln. It rotates, and after that it is been taken into these coolers. Cooling section also is been done stage by stage, 1 2 3. Initially it is been cooled to the temperature of 400, then it is been in 570 degrees, then it will be coming to the 120 degrees Celsius temperature, stage by stage. Finally it is been coming to the room temperature. You will be take out that particular hardened green pellets. The gases which evolves in this particular preheating section, with using this particular wind boxes, you will be taking out, observing through the electrostatic precipitator. You clean it and you store in the blast furnace stoves or gas stoves. It has the another provision of gas cleanings, whereas in the case of shaft kiln process, the gases are exit to the atmosphere, but you can also have the provision of this gas cleaning. The air which is at the cooling section, annular coolers we use for this particular chamber all over 360 degrees. You use the spray coolers, water spray coolers for this chamber, so that it cools immediately. That is why you call it as a annular cooler. 360 degrees cooling is being provided by the sprayers. The gas which evolves, which is nothing but hot air, again that particular hot air is feed into the preheating section, and finally you will be getting the hardened pellets. The process mainly consists of grate, traveling grate, rotary kiln and annular cooler. These are three important parts, and initially you will be producing the green pellets, followed by making into the preheating section, then hardening into the rotary kiln. Finally you will be cool it using the annular cooler. And this particular grate, as in below this particular grate there will be wind boxes. From the wind boxes the gas is been absorbed to the electrostatic precipitator, and it is been cleaned and stored in the gas stoves. This particular after this particular section, it is moved to the rotary kiln. It is been heated further and cooled in the annular cooler section. Finally you will be getting the pellets in this particular moving traveling grate. The grate depth is around maintained 150 to 200 mm depth, and there is no need of any protective layer for this particular thing. It is also a steel grate, and finally it is maintained at the temperature of lower temperature. It is been moved to the lower temperature section, so that is why no need to have the protection for this particular traveling grate. You will be getting the hardened pellets. Now let me compare the sintering and pelletization process. Main important points in the comparison: sintering is known as agglomeration process. The charge is fine coke, flux and iron ore, and particle size, overall particle size maintained in the sintering feed is 5 to 10 mm, final product of sinter particles. And there is some difficulties arises during the transportation of the sinters because of the irregular particles. There will be loss of fine powder form of sinters. It is been recycled, and sintering plant always exists nearby the blast furnace, and it is low cost process compared to the pelletization process. There are two instruments used in the industry scale: DL sintering machine and updraft process are in practice, and it can also be used for the magnetic ore, non-magnetic iron ore. And the ratio of the feed sintering is 40% of sinters used, 60% is lump iron ore is being used in the case of blast furnace or sponge iron production. And loss compared to the pelletization is more. The fine form of sinters and porosity is less when you compare to the pelletization process. Coming to the pelletization process, it is also the compaction process or agglomeration process, and charge here is very fine iron ore flux and binder are main ingredients. The size of the pellet is, hardened pellet is less than 5 mm. You will be achieving in the case of this thing. Easy to transport. There will not be any loss of pellet particles or in the form of powder. This pelletization plant also always situated nearby the blast furnace plant for the sake of comfortability, and when you compare to the sintering process, it is high costly process. You will be using disc and drum pelletizer process for the green pellets, and kiln process used for the making it hardened pellets, and it is also be used for the both magnetic iron ore, non-magnetic iron ore. The ratio of the feed of pellet is 40% of pellets, 60% of lump iron ore can be used in the case of blast furnace pig iron production and sponge iron production process. And when you compare with respect to the sintering process, there will not be any loss of fine pellets particles during the transportation from the pelletization plant to the blast furnace or sponge iron plant. And the porosity, when you compare with respect to the sinter particles, high porosity, and iron ore products for the iron making and sponge iron production. If you see, this particular lump iron ore is directly fed into the blast furnace plant or sponge iron plant. The size range is 6 to 31 mm. It may vary. Sinter feed is 0.15 to 6.3 mm is maintained. Pellet feed is less than 0.15 mm is being maintained, which is agglomeration. These particular agglomerates are pelletized and feed into the blast furnace and sponge iron plant. Now let us answer from this particular concluding lectures for the few questions. What is the purpose of induration and firing of these green pellets? Why do you need to indure it? What is the purpose? And how to make these particular pellets so hard so that there will not be any loss during the transportation from the pelletization plant to blast furnace plant? At which temperature these particular green pellets gets hardened? Give your opinion of conclusion for this particular task. Thank you.